During the 80s and 90s, electronic drum kits started to become popular, and you can hear them played in many popular music songs of this time. Electric drum kits have individual pads and then a brain. You control the sound of the pads through the brain. You can have many different sounds. And although an electric drum kit is fabulous for this type of thing, it doesn't compare to the real oomph you get from an acoustic drum kit. So that brings us up to the 21st century and the history of drums. Who have played the drum kit throughout the 100 years or so it's been with us. But to me, there are certain players that really stick out as having great musical minds and even better understanding of how to manipulate the drum kit to sound incredible. I'd like to start off talking about the late Gene Krupa. In many ways, Gene Krupa is the most iconic drummer to have ever lived. Not only did he help to develop the drum kit into the standard kit we play today, but his ideas and feel were something else. Okay, so he may not have been the most technical player, and most drum critics would agree this, but by using his kit as a soloing instrument, he became a drumming superstar. And written in an article on allmusic.com by Scott Yano, he was the first drumming superstar. Gene Krupa may have not been the most advanced drummer of the 1930s, but he was in some ways the most significant. Prior to Krupa, drum solos were a real rarity, and the drums were thought of as merely supportive instruments. With his good looks and colourful playing, he became the matinee idol and changed the image for the drummer forever. Steve Gadd is an American drummer who was born in Rochester, New York in 1945. He started out as a tap dancer drummer at the age of 3 and appeared on the Mickey Mouse Funhouse show at the age of 9. Steve Gadd attended the Berklee College of Music, from which he's recently received an honorary doctorate for contributions to music, before joining the US Army Band in 1968. Steve then came on to become a session superstar, playing with an amazing array of musicians, including Stevie Wonder, Eric Clapton, Paul Simon and James Taylor. He still inspires drummers today, and Steve is my main inspiration as a drummer. And after meeting and seeing him live on numerous occasions, I'm glad to say I couldn't think of no better drummer to take inspiration from. Famed for his perfect technique, great musical ideas, stunning groove in songs such as 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, of which Rhythm magazine in 2010 said, surely the most iconic beat in Steve's considerable back catalogue of licks, the military-style snare complements the track's delicate guitar line perfectly. The main snare beat is beautifully punctuated by the on the money hi-hat work. Steve Gadd has been the go-to guy for live performance and recordings for the past 40 years. He is an endorsee of Yamaha drums, Vic Firth drumsticks, LP percussion, Earthworth microphones, Remo drumheads and Zildjian cymbals.